Welcome, you're watching Kaleidoscope Ceylinco Live News Capsule. Over 300,000 migrants left Sri Lanka's shores in December 2022, a record number in recent times. This doesn't augur well for Sri Lanka, yet struggling to find its feet in a mire of issues that are yet to be resolved. On the Pethiyagoda Pages today, Rohan Pethiyagoda opines on what this migration actually means for Sri Lanka. Rohan, there are two schools of thought about migration, especially economic. One, that while we get foreign exchange, it also exposes unskilled workers to a more sort of structured, skilled environment. And two, on the other side of the coin, that by sending our young and able, we lose our most productive citizens. What's your take?
I think these two schools are largely an illusion. The inflow of earnings and the outflow of talent aren't mutually exclusive. They're the same thing. We're not sending these people out. We need to remember that they're going because the grass is greener on the other side. The other thing we need to remember is that all migration is economic. No one migrates for sentimental reasons. So it's not that we're sending our young and able people out, we're sending our motivated people out, the people who want to make a better life. And we need to remember that unskilled workers, mainly from the Middle East, send back $5 to $7 billion to Sri Lanka every year, which is really good for our balance of payments.
So what happens when professionals migrate? What are the economic consequences?
I think the difference is that white-collar workers migrate differently. They are unlikely to return because usually they migrate to Western countries that provide citizenship, and they usually take their families out. And so they take their nest egg with them. They sell their assets in Sri Lanka and they take the money out, usually through the black market, to start a new life. But if you want to see what happens after the brains have drained, just go to Jaffna. I know it's sad to say, but 13 years after the war has ended, Jaffna is still a slum city. There's no optimism, no pride, no hope, no energy. The state that seems to manage this quite well in India is Kerala. Out of their population of 35 million, 15% are expat workers working in the Middle East, working in the West. And they make up for the brain drain by having an inflow of brains, net domestic immigration from other parts of India. So maybe it's time that Sri Lanka put aside its xenophobia and enrich the gene pool by allowing immigration into Sri Lanka.
Now, one can't have partners who are better than this. A big thank you to Skills for Inclusive Growth and Australian Aid, Ceylinco Live, CDB, The Morning Newspaper, Park Street Gourmet and Zip Zip. Don't forget, if you like our show, subscribe and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and LinkedIn.
You focus on your goals. We will take care of the risks. Ceylinco Life.